last video we learned about a fundamental principle of counting. The first principle of counting is addition principle. The principle says whenever we have or word in the counting procedure, we have to add those. And whenever we have and, we have to multiply those number of ways to find the total number of ways. Okay, let's study some examples based on this, and then in this video we are going to learn permutations. So first of all, let's solve this question. How many numbers between 100 and 1000 have the digit 7 exactly once? Okay, so 100 to 1000, that means the number is a 3-digit number. So we want to form a 3-digit number between 100 and 1000. So it is a 3-digit number, and we have to fill this hundreds place, tens place, and units place. So let's find out. Now the available digits are 10, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we can use any of these digits to fill hundreds place, tens place, and units place. But let's see how we are getting this. We want the number such that 7, this digit 7, it should be there in exactly once. So for example, let's say first case. So there are 3 cases. Either 7 is in hundreds place, second one is 7 is in tens place, and the third one is 7 is in units place. So we are considering 3 cases. Case 1, 7 is in hundreds place. So let's take that. So let's place 7 in hundreds place. So I have written 7 in this box, that means 7 is in hundreds place. The number is 700 something. Now we want the number such that 7 should not be repeated. That means for the next one we cannot use 7. Okay, so in all we have 10 digits and 7 is already used here. So 7 can't be used for the next one. So the remaining number of digits are 9 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So we cannot use 7. So this place can be filled with any of the 9 digits except 7, because we want 7 to be exactly once, and we have 7 in hundreds place, so it is used. So this one, the second place, tens place, can be filled in 9 ways. For the next one also we can use any of the digits, 9 digits. So 7 is not repeated, but the other digit it may repeat. So for this also we have 9 digits available. So in case 1, the number of ways is, the first one is 1, because we are using only one digit for hundreds place, that is 7. So it is 81. So that is case 1. Now the second case. Okay, second case is now 7 is in tens place. So like this, 7 is in now tens place. Now we have used 7 already, so we can't use 7 now. So we have 9 digits left, but in those remaining 9 digits we have 0, and we cannot use 0 for first place. Otherwise it will not be between 100 and 1000. It is only 2-digit number, so 0 cannot be used here. So the remaining digits are 9 and 0 cannot be used. That means the number of digits available for hundreds place are 8 in number. So here we have to use any of these 8 digits except 0 and 7. Now for units place we can use any 9 digits. How it is 9? Because we cannot use 7. So we have 9 digits left there. For units place we have 9 digits available. So 0 can be used now. The number may be 870 like that. So 0 can be used here. So the number of ways here is 8 into 9, 72. So for Case 2, we have 72 numbers. Case 3. Case 3 is 7 is in units place. So if we place 7 here in units place, then again we have the same conditions like this. We cannot use 0 here, 7 is already used. So from the 10 digits, the available digits here are 8 in number. So this place can be filled in 8 ways, and for the next place all the 9 digits are available except 7. So again the number of ways is 8 into 9, 72. See here, hundreds place is filled and tens place is filled. So it is and in between. So we have to multiply the number using multiplication principle. Now to find the total number of ways. Total number of ways, in between we have or here. And whenever we have or, we have to add those number of ways. So this is 81 plus 72 plus 72. So this is 5. 7 plus 7, 14 plus 8 is 22. So total number of ways is 225. So whenever we want like this, so we have to categorize that into 3 cases, and we have to add those number of ways, as in between we have or word, case 1 or case 2 or case 3. So whenever it is and in between, we have to multiply those number of ways, and whenever it is or, we have to add those number of ways. Okay, let's solve one more question of this kind. How many 5-digit numbers can be formed using the digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which are divisible by 5 if digits are not repeated? So repetition of digits is not allowed. We want to form a 5-digit number and the number should be divisible by 5. So the given digits are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The number is divisible by 5 only when the last digit is either 0 or 5. So if in the units place we have 0 or 5, see the table of 5, 5, 10, 15, so on. So the last digit should be 0 or 5, then the number is divisible by 5. So let's take the first case. Case 1, in the units place we have 0. So we want to form a 5-digit number. So let's make 5 boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And in the units place we have 0. So case 1 is units place is filled with 0. So this is our first case. Okay. So we have only one digit in units place. Now let's take the remaining 4 places. So for the first one, see, 0 is used here, repetition is not allowed. So 0 is already used. So we have 5 digits left. So here any of the digits can be placed. So we have 5 choices for the first place. Now for the next place, we have used one of the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and we have placed that digit here. So from these 5 digits we have used one digit. So now only 4 digits are left for the next place. Similarly, like that, for the next place we have 3 digits and for the next place we have 2 digits. So whenever 0 is in units place, the total number of ways is 5 into 4 into 3 into 2. So 5 into 4, 20, into 3, 60, into 2 is 120. So this is first case, that 0 is in units place. Now case 2. Case 2 is 5 is in units place. Units place contains 5. That is our second case. Let's draw these 5 places. Now we have placed 5 here. Okay. So We have digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 is already used, so we cannot use 5 again. And for the first place we cannot use 0 also, as it will be, if we fill that with 0, the number will be of only 4 digit. So for the first place the available digits are 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this can be filled in 4 ways using the 4 non-zero digits 1, 2, 3 and 4. 5 is already used, so we cannot use 5 again. Now one of the digits 1, 2, 3, 4 is used, and that digit is placed in first place now. So from 1, 2, 3 and 4 we cannot use one digit because it is already used for the first place. For example, say we have placed 2 here. So the remaining digits are 1, 3, 4, but now 0 we cannot, but we can use 0 now. So 0, 1, 3, 4. So 4 digits are left. See again. For the first place we cannot use 0. So we have 4 digits for first place. Now for the second place we have 3 digits from these 4 digits because we have used 1 digit for first place. So 3 digits are remaining and 0 is remaining. Now for the second place we can use 0. So we have 3 non-zero digits plus 0. So we have 4 choices for the second place. So 4 in 4 ways we can select a digit for the second place. For the next place, from these 4 digits, 1 digit is used, so we have to subtract 1 from it. So for the next one it is 3, and for the next one 2 digits are available, so it can be filled in 2 ways. So total number of ways in case 2 is 4 into 4 into 3 into 2. So that is 4 into 4, 16 into 3, 48 into 2 is 96. In between we have OR, case 1 or case 2. So the grand total number of ways is we have to add these two numbers, 120 plus 96. So that is 216. So the numbers which are divisible by 5 are 216 in number. Now let's study permutations. So what is a permutation? So remember, permutation is arrangement. So this word is really important. So whenever we have arrangement word, that means that is permutations. So let's take one example and then let's find out formula for permutations of R objects from N objects. So let's consider one example. Say A, B, C, D and E. So let this be 5 objects given. 5 different objects are given and named A, B, C, D, E. Okay. We want to take 2 objects from this and we want to arrange those objects in a straight line. So how we can arrange that? So we can take A and B. So the arrangement is AB. Or you can say this example like this. We have 5 students and we want to say, we want to give 2 prizes, first prize and second prize. So in how many ways can we give first prize and second prize to 5 students? So AB means A gets first prize and B gets second prize. Then AC, the second possibility, AD, AE. You can see here that I have fixed A and I have varied the second place so that I can get all the possibilities as A in first place. Now let's take B in first place. So B, and now let's vary the second. BA, BC, BD, BE. So keeping B fixed, we have these 4 possibilities or 4 arrangements. Now let's fix C in the first place. So CA, CB, CD, CE. Similarly, we have DA, DB, DC, DE. Keeping E fixed, we have EA, EB, EC, ED. So see how many arrangements are there. So we are taking two objects from five objects and we are arranging those two objects in a straight line. So in all we have four columns and five rows. So total number of ways is 20. So in 20 ways we can give away the prizes, first prize and second prize, to two students from five students. Okay. So this is permutation of two objects out of five objects. So we have given five objects and we are taking two at a time. So it is permutation of five objects taken two at a time. So whenever we write NPR, see the notation used here is NPR. P for permutation and N is the total number of given objects and R is the number of objects those are to be arranged. So here two objects are to be arranged. So in all we have given five objects. We are writing the arrangements of five objects taken two at a time. So 5P2. So this is 20 is 5P2. 5P2 means what? It is number of arrangements of two objects out of five objects. Okay, so let's see NPR. NPR is n objects are given and we have to arrange r objects out of those n objects. Those number of ways is denoted by NPR. So NPR is number of ways of arranging r objects out of n objects. Let's take one more example. If we have say four objects A, B, C and D and we want to take three objects at a time. So in how many ways we can arrange three objects out of four objects? That means see, we have given four objects, we want to arrange three objects. That means we want to find out 4p3, number of ways of arranging three objects out of four objects. For example, if I take A, B, C like this, then say A, C, D, then A, B, D, B, C, D. See, I have taken three objects, but I can arrange this as A, C, B also. First A, then C, then B, then B, A, C, B, C, A, C, A, B, C, B, A. Like this can be arranged in 6 ways. See, these are 6 ways here. So, counting A, C, D also, A, C and D, they can be arranged in 6 ways. A, B and D, they can be arranged in 6 ways. B, C, D, it can be arranged in 6 ways. So, we have here 4 columns but 6 rows. So, in all we have 24. So, 4p3 is 24. So, the number of ways of arrangements of 3 objects out of 4 objects is 24. But every time writing like this and calculating is really very difficult. So we want to find out formula for NPR. But let's write what is NPR first and then let's find out formula for it. So NPR is number of arrangements in a straight line. Number of arrangements of R objects out of the given n objects, and the arrangements is in a straight line. So remember this is very important. NPR, N is the total number of objects, R is the number of objects to be arranged, NPR is number of ways of arrangements of R objects out of those n objects. So let's find out formula for it. So we have a theorem for that. NPR is n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. So let's prove this. So first of all we have given n objects. So, and we have to arrange our objects in a straight line. That means we have given n objects and we want to fill these r places in a straight line with those n objects. So 1, 2, 3, this is fourth place and this is rth place. See, we have to arrange our objects like this. Here 4 objects are given and we are arranging 3 objects out of these 4 objects. So like this. So we are filling these 3 places with those 4 objects. So to finding this value means what? We want to find out the number of arrangements of our objects in a straight line with the given n objects. So it is just like the problem with 3-digit number or 4-digit number. How we do it? First of all, we find out the number of ways of filling first place, then second place, then third place, like that. And since we have to fill all the places, in between we have and word. That means by fundamental principle of counting, by multiplication principle, we have to multiply all those numbers. So let's find out. So total number of objects given are n. So n objects are given. Now for the first place, all the objects are available. So that means this can be filled in n ways. After filling it, we have to use one object to fill this. So the remaining number of objects are n minus 1. So for the second place, we have n minus 1 objects available. Similarly, for the next one, again we have to subtract 1. It is n minus 2. For the next one, it is n minus 3. Now let's find out the relation between this number and this number. See, when here we have 1, then it is n. If it is 2 here, we have n minus 1. See, the number here is 2 and here it is 1. So we have to subtract 1 from this to write the number here. 3 minus 1 is 2. 4 minus 1 is 3. That means n minus, here it is, we have to subtract 1 from this number. So it is n minus r minus 1. So put bracket for r minus 1. See, let's check now. If it is 3, then it is n minus 3 minus 1. That is n minus 2. It is correct. So the total number of ways is we have to multiply all these numbers. n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, and removing this bracket, we have to change signs of both the terms. It is n minus r plus 1. Okay. So this is NPR. The total is NPR. So NPR is n minus 1, n minus 2. See, subtracting 1 from the previous number, we are getting the next number. Now we know the meaning of n factorial. For n factorial, what we need is we have to start with the number n. We have to subtract 1 from every time and up to 1 we have to write all those numbers and we have to multiply those numbers. Now to complete this n factorial, the part missing is the next numbers up to 1. So what are those numbers? N minus r plus 1. So subtracting 1 from this 1 will get cancelled and the next one will be n minus r. The next is n minus r minus 1 up to 1. See, so we have attached this number to this. That means what? We are multiplying this numerator by n minus r up to 1. We don't want to change the meaning. That means we have to multiply denominator also by the same numbers, n minus r minus 1 up to 1. So this part is attached to numerator similarly to the denominator. See now, the numerator is now n and in the continuation we are getting 1. So starting with n, subtracting 1 every time up to 1, it is n factorial. For the denominator, we are starting with n minus r, then we are subtracting 1 again and again up to 1. So as it has started with n minus r, it is nothing but n minus r factorial. So that's how we get formula for NPR. NPR is n factorial upon n minus r factorial. Okay, important result. We have to remember this formula. Now we have already these values. Okay, 5p2 20. Now using this formula, let's find out whether it is correct or not. So let's find out 5p2. 5p2. The formula says we have to write factorial of this number in the numerator. So it is 5 factorial divided by, we have to find the difference of these two, and we have to write factorial in the denominator. 5 minus 2. So let's write like this, and let's calculate in the next step. 5 factorial divided by 3 factorial. While doing the video on factorial notation, we know that we have to write this bigger number up to the smaller one. 5 into 4 into 3 factorial. And now we can cancel this 3 factorial. And we get the value 5 into 4, 20. See here, we directly get the value here. And here we have written all the possibilities. And using that we have found out this 5p2 equal to 20. Let's find out 4p3 also. We already know value of 4p3 is 24. Let's find out using this formula. 4p3. We have to write factorial of this number first divided by difference of the factorial should be written in the denominator. 4 minus 3 factorial. So this one is 4 factorial. 4 minus 3 is 1 factorial. 4 factorial. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 factorial is 1 only. And this is 24. See, already we know the answer. But we have written all the possibilities here. And here, without writing the things, without writing the arrangements, we are getting value of 4p3. So, using permutation, we can easily find out the number of ways of our objects out of the given n objects. Formula is n factorial upon n minus r factorial. Now, let's solve some more examples in the next video. But before that, find the value of, this is your today's exercise. Find the value of say 10p4. Okay, so this is first question. Find the value of 7p6 and find the value of say 8p2. Okay, so these three questions are given as today's exercise. Solve these questions. Okay, see you in the next video. Thank you.